Hey folks, what is up? It's that time of the year again. The year-end sales are now live and there are some pretty amazing deals. So if you've been waiting all along, the whole year you've been waiting and waiting to get your favorite laptop at the lowest price possible, I might have some really amazing deals for you. So I'm not going to waste much time. As usual, all the laptops in this video will be linked down in the description. Please consider purchasing from those links if you wish to purchase any of these laptops, as that supports the channel a lot. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So usually this channel deals with gaming laptops or high performance laptops generally, but I've seen a lot of comments in my previous videos and other live streams where people want to just purchase a slim, thin and light laptop that they can carry to college or go to school. They want to do some coding and basic entertainment and stuff like that. So not everybody wants a really big and high-end gaming laptop. So for them, let's start with some thin and light laptops, and then progressively we'll go on to bigger, heavier, more expensive, and higher end, high performance gaming laptops. So let's start with the Acer Aspire 3. So it starts at 44,000 rupees. Some people may say it's a little high, but let me tell you, this is the lowest that I would go, because anything lower than this are mostly they either don't have SSDs or they have a dual core processor. So Ryzen 3 and Core i3 laptops I don't recommend. So it's a Acer Aspire 3 quad core Ryzen 5 3500U. It's a Zen Plus CPU. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabyte of SSD, and yeah, this laptop supports memory expansion, which means you can add RAM. It also has support for like hard drive. You can add a 2.5-inch drive inside the laptop, and you already have an SSD. So overall, 1.9 kilo, not that heavy. It's a decent size 15.6-inch laptop for all your needs. Moving on, we have the Infinix X1. So it's a new laptop. It just launched in this sale, and I have chosen the mid-range variant. So this is the Core i5 10th gen variant. The reason to pick up this laptop is that this laptop has a really good display. It's got a 300 nits plus IPS display with 100% sRGB, and it's really slim and lightweight, only 1.5 kilo, below 1.5 kilo in fact. It's got an NVMe SSD, 8 gigabytes of RAM. I'm not sure if the RAM is expandable on this one or not. Probably not, but don't take my word for it. But yeah, it's a new brand, so people may be skeptical, but overall, it has a really nice package. It also has a really fast charger with it, 65 watts, which is plenty for this quad core processor. The USP of this laptop is the display, which is really good. So probably really good for entertainment purposes. So moving on, we've got the Acer Aspire 5. So it's got a Core i5 11 gen. So this is a 11 gen CPU, which is quite good in the laptop segment. It's got 4 cores which are really fast. These have some of the fastest single core performance of any CPUs. It's got hard drive plus SSD, which means it is really uh, practical. So it's got fast storage as well as mass storage. So that's good. 1.6 kilos, not that heavy, just above 1.5 kg. And so overall, once again, a good amalgamation of features, fast CPU, practical features like hard drive and SSD. Moving on, we've got the MSI Modern 14. So this is the first 6-core laptop in this video that I showed till now. So it's got a 6-core 6-thread Ryzen 5 4500U processor. It's a really good APU. The built-in graphics of this APU is also quite capable of light esports gaming. In fact, the previous one that I showed, the Acer Aspire 5, also has the Iris Xe graphics. Now technically, that Iris Xe graphics is actually faster than the Vega 8 graphics inside the modern Ryzen APUs, but they are not as stable and not as reliable. This Vega 8 is very reliable. It's a mature APU. You can run most games quite smoothly in lower settings, and especially if you want to play esports games, it would be still pretty good. I chose this laptop in this in this recommendation list because it's a really light laptop. It's only 1.3 kg. That's super light, and overall the laptop looks quite good. If you open up the laptop props up a little bit at an incline, so that it's easier to type and allows for more ventilation. So overall, again, a good choice. A little high price, 51,000 is going into the gaming laptop territory, but yeah, not everybody wants a gaming laptop. This is a thin and light laptop, and that's the USP of this laptop. So moving on, we've got this is the latest Ryzen 5 5500U processor. Now remember, this is actually a Zen 2 processor. So the difference between the 5500U and the 4500U of the previous laptop is that this 5500U actually has 6 cores and 12 threads. So it has hyper-threading, or you could say simultaneous multi-threading. That's what AMD calls it. So this thing has 6 cores and 12 threads. So in terms of multi-thread performance, this thing will be quite a bit faster than the 4500U. But yeah, once again, 15.6-inch display, 1080p, 512GB SSD, 8 GB of RAM. The RAM is expandable in this one, as far as I know. It's not the thinnest laptop. It's 1.7 kg, so it's near the 2 kilo mark. But yeah, still it's quite light. So overall, yeah, once again, a pretty capable machine. Now we are going into 6-core 12 thread territory. So it's a pretty capable laptop in its own right. Okay, moving on. We've got we have now got into the gaming laptop territory. So it's the Lenovo IdeaPad Gaming 3. It's a popular laptop. We all know about it. The Ryzen, it's called the Ryzen 5 4600H, 6-core, 12 threads, 120Hz display, 1650. It's got better port selection than the HP Pavilion, and the only drawback between like of this laptop is the 45 watt hour battery, which is one of the negatives of the laptop. But overall, the price to performance ratio is top notch. So highly recommended. Moving on, we have the HP Pavilion. So this is the 5600H, so the new Zen 3 5600H. Big improvement in single core performance, and also that's why it's like much faster for esports gaming. And once again, 512GB SSD, 144Hz display, standard stuff. You already know about this laptop. So won't spend much time. Moving on. So this is the laptop that has been my favorite choice for the 60,000 rupees category. It is the HP Victus with the Ryzen 5 5600H and the RX 5500M GPU. So this particular laptop is like I have reviewed this laptop and it's really capable, guys. Not only is a raw, processor and GPU combination really good, but overall this laptop packs a lot of features. Like it has got a really good cooling solution. It's got a big 70 watt hour battery. Okay, and it's got a really great port selection. It's got all the ports you want except Thunderbolt. It's got all the ports. It also has HDMI 2.1. So overall, at 60,000 rupees, 60,000 rupees, I think it's a really tremendous deal. As I said, it's my favorite laptop at the 6,000 rupees price tag. I've reviewed this laptop in great details. Go and check it out on my channel. So overall, highly recommended. Moving on. Moving on, we have got the old Ryzen 5 4600H Legion 5. The reason I've kept this laptop still in this in this recommendation list, although it's not available all the time, is because it's a really, like, what to say, it's a entry level gaming laptop inside of a high-end gaming laptop chassis. So this laptop has really amazing cooling. The build quality of this laptop is good. It looks good. The keyboard is awesome. It is one of the rare laptops with a GTX 1650 graphics card that also has a mux switch. So that's really interesting. You'll be able to directly switch to the dedicated GPU using the mux switch, and that would give you a little boost in FPS in you know esports games. So that's great. So overall, it's a old laptop but a capable one. So yeah, uh, you have to choose whether you want the GTX 1650 Legion 5 or the HP Victus with the RX 8500. Technically, the Victus is faster in every way, but the Legion 5 has its own benefits. Moving on, we jump a little bit and go ahead to the 70,000 rupees category, which is the Ryzen 5 5600H RTX 3050 Nitro 5. So standard stuff, guys. Acer Nitro, practical laptop. It's got two M.2 slots inside the laptop. It has got extra storage, extra option for 2.5-inch drive. Very practical. It already comes with a 1 terabyte hard drive and a 256 GB NVMe SSD. It also has another drive empty for a M.2 storage. 5600H RTX 3050 75 watts. Standard stuff, works well. You know, great. A great choice for this price tag. So overall, highly recommended. So next we have got the Asus TUF F15. Is the F15 or the A15? I don't know from the title, but whatever it is, it's really underrated. It's got the Core i5 11400H, 6 cores and 12 threads, and it is technically faster than the Ryzen 5 5600H. Yes, it uses a little more power, but it is actually faster. So yeah, it's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is expandable. It's got a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. That's great. It comes with a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD. Keep that in mind. It's got a 90 watt hour battery, okay, which means the slightly less efficient i5 11400H doesn't have a big impact on the battery life because the battery itself is huge. It's 90 watt hours. It's got Thunderbolt 4. So this is the cheapest laptop in this recommendation list that has a Thunderbolt 4 port. RTX 3050 75 watts. So overall, a complete package. So very underrated laptop. Highly recommended. Go for it. Okay, this one might be a little controversial. So it's the Zephyrus G14, and this is the cheapest price ever. So it's the 8-core variant of the Zephyrus G14 with 120 Hz display, Ryzen 7 4800HS, still a very capable CPU. It's got the GTX 1650. Okay, now you have to keep this in mind, guys. This is a special 14-inch thin and light gaming laptop. So gaming laptop with thin and light is equal to expensive. But 75,000 rupees price for this is the lowest that I've ever seen. Among all the gaming laptops that I show, this is the cheapest one that features a 100% sRGB display. So overall, it's got a good display, 14-inch size, thin and light. You can easily carry it around. You can also play games on it. It's quite capable. So it's a niche product, but a good product. So once again, highly recommend it. Moving on, we've got the MSI Katana GF66. This is the sequel, it's a successor to the GF65, the very popular GF65, and it's the cheapest laptop to feature an RTX 3050 Ti. Now I know the RTX 3050 Ti is not that fast, like not that much faster than RTX 3050, but yeah, it's the cheapest RTX 3050 Ti, and this is what the price of an RTX 3050 Ti should be. It shouldn't go in the 90s like other laptops. So once again, 11400H, fast 6-core processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM. I'm not sure if it's in dual channel or it's a single channel RAM, but I'm pretty sure MSI always puts dual channel 16 gigabytes of RAM. 144 Hz display. So and a new chassis. It's using a new the GF65 has upgraded now. The GF66 is using a new chassis with more ventilation and better cooling and stuff like that. So once again, looks like a pretty good deal for 76,000 rupees. Once again, highly recommended. Okay, moving on with the GF65. So we move on to the 80,000 rupees category. So it's the GF65 with the Core i5-10 500H and an RTX 3060 that goes up to 75 watts. So I know it's a max Q RTX 3060, but it's the cheapest RTX 3060 and it's significantly faster than RTX 3050 or 3080 Ti. So it's got 6 cores and 12 threads. It's a really hot CPU, guys. You really need to undervolt this laptop and do some tuning to get the most out of it. But if you are able to, tune this laptop, it's one of the thinnest and most high performance laptop that you will ever get. I have tested the GTS 1660 Ti model in great details on my channel, and I love the machine for its performance. It has flaws, but if you want a high performance machine for the cheapest price possible, then here we go. This is the cheapest one that you'll ever get. So yeah, once again, highly recommended. Moving on. So now we have got the Ryzen 5 5600H RTX 3060 Nitro 5. And once again, I think this is the cheapest price I have ever seen for the Nitro 5. It's actually cheaper than the launch price. So just 90,000 rupees for the Nitro 5, which has a 90-watt RTX 3060. I think it boosts to 95 watt at times, but yeah, it's a 90-watt RTX 3060, 144 display. The only drawback of this laptop is that it comes with single channel 16 gigabytes of RAM. So keep that in mind, single channel 16 gigabytes of RAM. But since the price is only 90,000 rupees, you can get another 16 gigabytes of RAM and put it in dual channel. But yeah, overall, once again, highly recommended. It's got 1 terabyte hard drive and it's got a 256 gigabyte SSD. So once again, practical combination of storage. Once again, yeah, moving on. So now we've got the Acer Nitro 5, the Ryzen 7 variant of the same laptop, the 5800H. So you have to choose whether you want 6 cores and if you're happy with 6 cores for 90,000 rupees, or you want to give all your money and go to 8 cores for 96,000 rupees. So 6,000 rupees for 8 cores. I mean, yeah, in terms of CPU performance, it's actually quite a bit better. But in terms of gaming performance, it's identical. It's almost the same. So something that you have to choose. But yeah, overall, again, it's a good laptop for the price. Okay, so moving on, this is the last laptop in my suggestion, because after this, all the laptops are over 1 lakh, and you know, 1 lakh is really the limit that I am willing to spend on a laptop. This is the HP Omen with the Ryzen 7 5800H, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and dual channel 1 terabyte SSD. It's got an 80 watt hour battery, 140 watt display, a 95 watt RTX 3060, and overall just a tremendous laptop. And once again, the cheapest price I have ever seen this Omen go down to. I think it sells for around 1 lakh 8,000 or something like that normally. So it has come down below 1 lakh, so it clearly eliminates the Acer Predator Helios 300. This thing is way better than that laptop. So once again, highly recommended. Great all-rounder laptop with good battery life. So yeah, that's it. Those were all my recommendations. Once again, all these laptops recommended are based on my opinion. I feel these provide the best value for money in their segments. So uh, as usual, all the laptops are linked down in the description. If you purchase from those links, it really helps our channel monetarily. So yeah. Uh, Overall, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Happy shopping. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comments. I'll try to address it. And also, I'll probably try to come in on a live stream for a live Q&A session. Really busy these days, so yeah. Happy shopping, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Peace.